and welcome to all you lovely viewers in today's episode of Youth Folio. The whole team of Youth Folio wishes you a belated Bihu, Mopin, Cheraba and Pailo Baisak. May the whole year and beyond sees God showering prosperity, peace and harmony to the entire northeastern country. We shall start off our coverage with Bihu celebrations across Assam and lots more. Smile on.
Assam celebrates Bihu with great gaiety. Surrendered Karbi militants cast votes and repose their faith in democracy. Manipur condemns bomb attacks. Northeast observes World Theatre Day. Manipur observes 70th anniversary of Imphal Battle of the Second World War. Assam holds 11th National Art Festival. Bihu, Assam's most joyous festival ushering in the traditional New Year, was celebrated all over the country with great gaiety, songs, dances and dhol beating. On the first Goru Bihu day, people of the state worship their cows after giving them a good bath and decorating them with flower garlands. This practice highlights the agricultural background of the festival, wherein cows, tools of agriculture and crops are held supreme. As such, Rongali Bihu heralds in the spring, and the lyrics express joy with new crops and greenery among other things, even as men and women dressed in traditional fineries, Muga Mekla chadors for women, and white dhoti, Muga shirt and turbans on head, along with dhol strapped on their shoulders of men, sing and dance with joy.
असमीज के ना बिहू तीन होते हैं। ये रंगाली बिहू है जो असम में तो बहुत जनजाति लोग रहते हैं, लेकिन हमारे यहाँ पे ऐसा होता है कि सभी लोग मिलजुल के हम इस फेस्टिवल को मनाते हैं। तो हम इस फेस्टिवल में बहुत ही मस्ती करते हैं, तो हमें ये फेस्टिवल आने से बहुत मज़ा आता है। तो हम लोग सभी मिलजुल के डांस करते हैं, मतलब इस फेस्टिवल के लिए हम 1 ईयर वेट करते हैं। तो हमें बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है कि ये फेस्टिवल आया है और हम लोग यहाँ पे परफॉर्मेंस करने आए हैं।
Apart from the majority community, even smaller tribes of the state like the Sonowal Kacharis put in splendid performances dressed in their traditional green fineries with red gamuchas on head and fishing equipments in their hands at Guwahati's Judges Field on the occasion on the 14th of April. Out of Assam too, the Assamese community living in other states celebrated this festival of peace, love and joy with full gusto, with cultural troupes travelling all over the country to perform on various platforms for the occasion. While the large turnout of voters in every state of the Northeast has absolutely cemented the trust people of the region have in democracy of the country, this scene of surrendered militants who had once talked of severing links with the country casting their votes in the ongoing elections to the parliament is historic. These over 50 former militants belong to the proscribed Karbi Longri National Liberation Front, or KLNLF, who cast their votes for the first time in 15 years through postal ballots on the 12th of April at their designated camps at Taralangso in Difu, Karbi Anglong, Assam. While most of them did not shy away in proudly displaying their identity cards, marking them out as citizens of the country equal to all other voters, many spoke out about their hopes for a brighter future for the region and country through democracy. The normal people of Karbi Anglong too cast their votes on the same day.
हम लोग तो जो अभी तो मेन स्ट्रीम में आ रहा है, पीस टॉक चल रहा है, हम लोग का अभी तो नहीं, इसलिए हम लोग दो डेमोक्रेसी का रोल में बहुत विश्वास करता है, इसीलिए हम लोग का वो इलेक्शन का टाइम में तो इलेक्शन वोट देना ही पड़ता है.
The merciless militants of Manipur are against education of their own sons and daughters of the soil. This has been proved time and again by the many attacks on educationists and educational institutions by militants. Yet another case in the long list of terror victims was the director of Manipur's NIT, S. Birendra Singh, whose residence was attacked by a grenade recently. Fortunately, there was no casualty, but the broken window panes and the damaged walls did leave a mark on the psyches of the targeted victim's family and neighbors. Local residents sat in protest in condemnation of the dastardly act. They demanded strong and swift action against the perpetrators. The protesters opined that even though the director was not served with any extortion notice, the central funding to the NIT must have been the cause for the money-hungry militants of the state to strike out in a bid to get some share of the money which is meant for the welfare of the people of the state.
कल रात जब सब कोई आराम कर रहे थे, उसी टाइम में हमारे घर में बम ब्लास्ट हुआ है. ये कोई बिना कुछ डिमांड के या कोई थ्रेटन के हुआ है. किसने और कौन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ने किया है हमें कुछ पता नहीं है, कोई इन्फॉर्म भी नहीं किया है. और ऐसे तरीके से जब कोई सब आराम कर रहा हो और ये बीच आसपास में सब कोई का घर हो और कोई जा रहा हो, इसी माहौल में ऐसा बम ब्लास्ट करना हम बहुत ज़्यादा कंडेम करते हैं और ऐसा फ्यूचर में भी नहीं होना चाहिए, ऐसा सोचते हैं.
Clearly, the militants do not want welfare of the state. They are concerned only with their own selfish gratification without working. This was unfortunately not the only attack of the recent fortnight. The night of Friday, the 11th of April, witnessed the lobbing of a grenade at a Maruti showroom in Imphal. The blast mercifully took place at 11:10 p.m., long after the showroom had shut shop and workers had returned home, but it definitely left a bad impact on the psyches of the many local workers, apart from causing monetary loss to the showroom owner. It has also given a further dent to Manipur's hopes of drawing in investors whose efforts can give jobs to many in the state.
According to me, this is a very violent act towards us, towards humanity, and we people over here, our staffs, come here for daily wages to earn something.
We are giving good service to the people of Manipur, but such things should not happen, and we are giving quite good numbers of employment in this unit also from this state of Manipur.